Every goal, every cheer, every trophy. It all means nothing when the player crosses the line that fans call sacred. Some transfers aren't just about football, they're about betrayal, rage, and the kind of hatred that never dies. From riots in Florence to pig's head in Barcelona to hanging effigies in Marseille, these are the 20 transfers that turned heroes into villains and left scars that never healed. Welcome to football's most hated transfers. Alan Smith. He grew up worshipping Leeds. Then when the club collapsed financially, Alan Smith crossed to their greatest enemy. Fans called him Judas. Even 20 years later, Elland Road has never forgiven its hometown striker. Nick Barmby. You just don't do that on Merseyside. Barmby's move across Stanley Park was small on paper but enormous in erosion. When he scored in the derby wearing red, Everton's hearts shattered for good. Luis Suarez. Barcelona told him he was finished. Suarez cried, then went to Atletico and fired them to a league title. It wasn't a betrayal of loyalty, it was a revenge tour. But for Barca fans, the wound still stings because he proved them wrong. Hakan Çalhanoğlu. He walked across the city and straight into chaos. Burned shirts, Judas graffiti, San Siro, one stadium, two tribes, and Hakan chose the other side. Kenny Miller. In Glasgow, switching sides is blasphemy. Miller did it not once, but twice. He wore blue, then green, then blue again. Neither set of fans ever truly took him back. Emmanuel Adebayor. Arsenal fans already despised him for leaving. Then came that 90-yard sprint, the full pitch celebration in front of his old supporters, a moment so wild it sparked FA fines and lives rent-free in Gunner's memories. He later joined Spurs just to make sure no one forgot. Fernando Torres. Deadline day, Liverpool's golden boy smiles in Chelsea blue. Within hours, Anfield is on fire. Literally, as fans touch his shirt outside the cup, he found trophies in London but never redemption on Merseyside. Michael Owen. A Ballon d'Or winner, a local hero until he joined the club every Liverpoolian swore to hate. Owen claimed it was for trophies, but every Anfield boo reminded him some medals aren't worth the price. Manuel Neuer. Schalke's prodigal son joined the empire he once fought. Even Bayern's ultras held Quan Neuer banners. He silenced them with trophies, but the rule will never cheer his name again. Mario Götze. Announced just before Dortmund's Champions League semi-finals, the timing was brutal. For Dortmund fans, it wasn't just betrayal, it was sabotage. A boy from the academy turned to the machine that kept breaking their dreams. Pedro. In Rome, switching colors means war. Pedro walked out of Roma's locker room and into Lazio's, the first to do it in 4 decades. Even in the eternal city, forgiveness doesn't last that long. Steven Berghuis. From captain to criminal, at least in Rotterdam's eyes. Death threats, police protection, hatred that spilled beyond football. One transfer reignited the fiercest rivalry in Dutch football. Thibaut Courtois. He once helped Atletico win La Liga, then joined Real Madrid, and the city turned on him. Fans vandalized his plaque, left toy rats at his base, and cursed his name. Every derby since feels personal. Carlos Tevez. City used his face on a billboard, "Welcome to Manchester." That single taunt lit the blue flame of a decade-long rivalry. Tevez became the symbol of Manchester's civil war. Ashley Cole, the tapping up meeting, the phone call, the fury. Arsenal fined, Chelsea fined, and Cole fined too. He left the Invincibles for the Blues and the fans renamed him forever Cashley Cole. Sol Campbell, Tottenham's captain, free transfer straight to Arsenal. White Hart Lane never recovered. Judas banners, chants, even threats. Campbell's move wasn't a transfer, it was an explosion. Gonzalo Higuain, he scored 36 goals for Napoli, a hero, a record breaker. Then he joins the enemy for 90 million. Jerseys burned in the streets, banners screamed traitor. Naples never forgave and probably never will. Mathieu Valbuena, 8 years a hero at Marseille, then came the ultimate betrayal when Valbuena returned in Lyon colours. Fans hung an effigy of him from the stands. The referee stopped the match. No apology could fix that. Roberto Baggio, Florence burned. Fans rioted in the streets. Police clashed with ultras and Baggio stood in silence. Later, he refused to take a penalty against Fiorentina and kissed the purple scarf. He meant it as peace. They saw it as guilt. For many in Tuscany, he's still the man who left for the enemy. Luís Figo, he was Barcelona's golden boy. Then he signed for Madrid, the ultimate betrayal. On his return to Camp Nou, they hurled bottles, coins, and a pig's head. Police shield guarded every corner flag. It wasn't just a transfer, it was war. The day Luís Figo changed sides, football learned that love can turn to hatred faster than a corner kick leaves the boot. Football gives us heroes and villains, but sometimes they are the same person, just wearing a different shirt. For every fan, there is a line that should never be crossed, and when it is, the game we love becomes something far more powerful, personal. These are the transfers that broke hearts, sparked riots, and changed football forever. This is football's most hated transfers.